In this video, let's take a look again at a new feature in TPC Desktop 2026 that allows us to work more readily with objects like point symbols and lines that have been set to the type none. And then I want to talk about that and the difference between setting Traverse drawing settings to none. So let's take a look at this. Let's drop down into this section we used in a previous video. And this user had come into this point symbol and they had gone into properties. And instead of just changing to another symbol, which is how we normally do that, they went up and chose none. Now, best practices in Traverse PC is to simply hide that, and then I can show it again whenever I want. But they set it to none. They did the same thing with this line right here. So I'm going to right-click, go to Properties, and instead of hiding that, we're going to do like we did with the point symbol. We're going to come back up and say none. Now, in previous versions, then, the problem was that now I can't select those. I have to reset the Traverse drawing settings for the whole Traverse, or I have to go into the Drawing Data Manager and find that line and that symbol. Well, in TPC Desktop 2026, I now have the ability to put the cursor over that symbol area, and it draws a rectangle for me. It doesn't know what symbol is there, so it just picks a rectangle. And I can do the same thing for the line here. Not only that, if I come and refresh the Drawing Data Manager, it shows me that I've got a symbol without an object, and I've got a line type without an object. So I can modify these and go to the properties right here and either reset those to the Traverse drawing settings or pick a symbol or a line for those. And in fact, I'm just going to tell Traverse PC that I want to reset modified attributes for that. Yes. And I'll get the symbol back. Let's do the same thing for the tangent. Reset modified attributes. I'll say yes. And when I refresh the warnings in there now, they're gone. So, great new feature in TPC Desktop 2026. But watch what happens now when I go into the Traverse drawing settings and tell it I want no symbols. I just double-clicked the line. I could double-click a line, a symbol, or a label for that Traverse. It brings up the Traverse drawing settings. And what if I tell Traverse PC I don't want any symbols for that Traverse, and I apply that? So now all the symbols are gone, but I don't get a warning about it. In fact, if I close this dialog box and try to come back and pick that symbol like we did earlier, I don't get that little highlighted symbol. That's because Traverse PC knows the difference between me as a user setting the properties of an individual symbol or line type to none versus setting a symbol or line type to none for a whole Traverse in the Traverse drawing settings. It's real easy in the Traverse drawing settings to come back and simply say, I'm going to edit those now. And I can come expand the list of symbols, go down to Survey, find that same half-inch rebar set, choose OK. And now I have all those symbols back like I did before. So I just wanted you to see the difference between how we operate now with symbols and line types that have been set individually to none versus in the Traverse drawing settings. None of that really gets affected if we set the line type or symbols to none for the whole Traverse.